As we look towards the year 2023, it's helpful to consider the events and milestones that will shape the future. Here is a timeline of 23 key moments that give us a glimpse into what's to come. Number 1. 6,091 years from now, the Crypt of Civilization, a time capsule buried in Atlanta, Georgia, is scheduled to be opened. Number 2. 10,000 years from now, the Svalbard Global Seed Vault in Norway will have reached its lifespan. Number 3. 15,000 years from now, the oscillation of Earth's poles will cause the climate of the Saharan Desert to become tropical, as it was in the past. The Earth's axis of rotation is tilted with respect to its orbit around the Sun, causing the planet to experience seasons. Over time, the tilt of the Earth's axis changes, a process known as axial precession. This change in tilt results in variations in the amount of solar radiation received by different parts of the Earth, which can affect the Earth's climate. Number 4. 24,115 years from now, the half-life of plutonium-239, Chernobyl will return to normal levels of radiation. Number 5. 50,000 years from now, Niagara Falls will have eroded all the way back to Lake Erie, meaning that they will no longer exist. Niagara Falls is a group of 3 waterfalls located on the Niagara River, which flows from Lake Erie to Lake Ontario. The falls are formed by the movement of water over the Niagara Escarpment, a steep ridge of land that separates the 2 lakes. Number 6. 1 million years from now, footprints left by the Apollo astronauts on the Moon will finally erode because of space weathering. Number 7. 7.2 million years from now, Mount Rushmore will erode beyond recognition. Number 8. 10 million years from now, the Red Sea will flood the widening East African Rift Valley and a new ocean will divide the continent of Africa. Number 9. 80 million years from now, all of the current Hawaiian Islands will have sunk beneath the surface of the ocean, but a chain of new islands will have emerged to replace them. The Hawaiian Islands are a chain of volcanic islands located in the Pacific Ocean. They were formed by the movement of the Earth's tectonic plates, which caused magma from the Earth's mantle to rise up and create the islands. Over time, the Hawaiian Islands are expected to sink back, expected to emerge to replace them. Number 10. 90 million years from now, the rings of Saturn will have disintegrated. The rings of Saturn will have disintegrated due to various processes, such as meteoroid impacts, micrometeoroid bombardment, and solar wind erosion. The rings are made up of small ice particles and rock, and over time, these particles will eventually break down and disperse, causing the rings to disappear. Number 11. 100 million years from now, the world's largest cities will have become fossilized layers in the Earth. This event will occur due to the natural processes of weathering and erosion, which cause the land to break down over time. The remains of the cities will eventually become part of the geologic record, and it is likely that they will be discovered by future archaeologists. Archaeologists study the remains of past civilizations to learn about their history, culture, and way of life. By examining fossilized layers in the Earth, archaeologists are able to gain insight into the history of the planet and the development of human societies. It is likely that future archaeologists will be able to figure out what the fossilized layers of the world's largest cities were, as they will have a variety of tools and techniques at their disposal to study and analyze the remains. Number 12. 300 million years from now, all the continents of the Earth will merge into a new supercontinent. The formation of supercontinents is a cyclical process that has occurred several times in Earth's history. The most recent supercontinent, Pangaea, existed about 200 million years ago and consisted of all the continents joined together. It eventually broke apart, and the continents have been moving apart and drifting towards their current positions. It is thought that in the future, the continents will once again come together to form a new supercontinent. Number 13. 800 million years from now, because of the sun's increasing luminosity, most of Earth will have become a barren desert and plants and animals will be living, if at all, in the oceans. Number 14. It is estimated that in approximately 900 million years, the levels of carbon dioxide in the Earth's atmosphere will fall to a point where photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert light energy into chemical energy, will no longer be possible. This will result in the death of all plant life on Earth. Number 15. 1 billion years from now, any remaining animal life, which does not depend on living plants, such as termites, or which lives around hydrothermal vents, will die out. The only life left on the Earth after this will be single-celled organisms. Number 16. 1 billion years, the information stored on the 2 Voyager Golden Records, which were launched into space in 1977, will degrade and become unrecoverable. The Golden Records contain a variety of information about life on Earth, including sounds, images, and scientific data. They were created as a way to communicate with any extraterrestrial life forms that may encounter them and to provide a record of human civilization for future generations. Number 17. 2.8 billion years, all remaining life on Earth will become extinct. This event is believed to be due to the increasing luminosity of the Sun, which will cause the Earth's surface temperature to rise to a point where it becomes inhospitable for life. Near 18. 3.5 billion years from now, the Sun's luminosity will cause all remaining water to evaporate, and the Earth's surface temperature will rise to 1,130 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt some kinds of rock. Number 19. 8 billion years from now, the Earth and Moon will most likely fall into the Sun as it approaches the climax of its red giant phase. The Sun is a star that is fueled by the nuclear fusion of hydrogen in its core. As the Sun ages, it will eventually run out of hydrogen fuel and begin to cool and contract. This process is known as the red giant phase, and it is the final stage of the Sun's life before it becomes a white dwarf, a small, hot, and dense star. During the red giant phase, the Sun will expand to become many times larger than its current size. It is expected that the Earth and Moon will fall into the Sun as it expands, due to the increased gravitational pull of the Sun. This event will mark the end of the solar system as we know it, as the Earth and Moon will be consumed by the Sun. Number 20. 150 billion years from now, the universe's expansion will cause all galaxies beyond what was the Milky Way to disappear beyond the cosmic light horizon. They will fade from the observable universe. Number 21. 100 quintillion years from now, if Earth didn't fall into the Sun during its red giant phase, its orbit will decay and the Earth will collide with the black dwarf Sun. Number 22. 10 duodecentillion years from now, the universe will be almost empty. Photons, baryons, neutrinos, electrons, and positrons will fly from place to place, rarely encountering one another. Number 23. At a point in time too incalculably distant to be written in numbers, the universe will reach its final energy state, and then another Big Bang may occur. The cycle begins again. These are at least some speculative scientific predictions about the future. As we have seen, the future holds many fascinating and unpredictable events that are sure to shape the course of human history. So as we look to the future, let us embrace the unknown and all that it has to offer. Who knows what wonders and mysteries the future holds? Until then, we can only wait and see. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.